Did you know that not everyone with anemia has sickle cell disease? Many people hear the word anemia and immediately think about low iron or sickle cell disease. But did you know there are many different types of anemia? Today, we're going to answer one important question. What is anemia? And why is it so important to understand if you or your child has sickle cell disease? Let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to Mom and Kids Against Sickle Cell. If you're new here, I'm Daphne and I'm so happy you're here today. Now, before we begin, I'd like to share something very important. I am not a doctor, nurse, or healthcare provider. Everything I share on this channel comes from my experience as a caregiver, trusted educational resources, and more than 12 years of caring for my daughter living with sickle cell disease. Now, my goal is simply to help make sickle cell education easier to understand so families can feel more informed and confident. If you do have questions about your child's medical care, medications, or treatment plan, please contact your primary care doctor or your hematologist. They know your child's medical history and can provide the best medical advice for your specific situation. Now, if these lessons are helping you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with another parent or caregiver. Your support helps us educate more families around the world. Now, let's begin today's lesson. Before we move forward, let's quickly review what we learned in lesson 1. We learned that sickle cell disease is an inherited blood disorder that changes the shape of red blood cells. Healthy red blood cells are round, soft, and flexible. But in sickle cell disease, some red blood cells become hard, sticky, and shaped like a sickle. And because of their shape, they can block blood vessels, reduce oxygen delivery, and cause pain and other serious complications. Now that we understand what sickle cell disease is, let's answer another important question. What is anemia? Now, for today, by the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to define anemia, understand why anemia happens, learn the main types of anemia, and explain why sickle cell disease is considered a type of hemolytic anemia. Let's get started. What is anemia? Let's start with a simple definition. Anemia is a condition in which your body does not have enough healthy red blood cells or enough healthy hemoglobin to carry oxygen throughout your body. Think of your red blood cells as delivery trucks, right? Their job is to carry oxygen to every organ, muscle, and tissue in your body. If there aren't enough healthy trucks, oxy, or if those trucks aren't working properly, your body doesn't receive the oxygen it needs. That's what happens in anemia. Because your body isn't getting enough oxygen, you may experience symptoms such as feeling tired, weakness, dizziness, shortness of breath, pale skin. Well, not everyone experiences the same symptoms. And they can range from mild to severe depending on the cause of anemia. Okay? Now, what is hemoglobin? Let's talk about hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein found inside your red blood cells. Its job is to pick up oxygen from your lungs and carry it throughout your body, right? Without enough healthy hemoglobin, your body cannot transport oxygen efficiently. That's why doctors often check your hemoglobin level during blood tests, right? My daughter been through that like every time we go to the doctor. So we know that all too well, right? A hemoglobin test helps your healthcare team understand how well your blood is carrying oxygen and whether your anemia is improving, staying the same, or becoming more severe. For many people living with sickle cell disease, the hemoglobin level is lower than normal because the red blood cells do not live as long as healthy red blood cells. Now, why does anemia happen? So, why does anemia happen? There are 3 main reasons. First, the body doesn't make enough red blood cells. Sometimes the bone marrow cannot produce enough healthy blood cells, and then second, the body loses blood. This can happen because of surgery, an injury, heavy menstrual bleeding, or internal bleeding. Third, red blood cells are destroyed faster than the body can replace them, unfortunately. This is called hemolytic anemia. Keep that term in mind because we're about to connect it to sickle cell disease a little bit later. Right? Now, I'm going to talk about different types of anemia, right? Here are 5 common types of anemia you may hear your healthcare team talk about, right? Iron deficiency anemia, vitamin deficiency anemia, blood loss anemia, aplastic anemia, hemolytic anemia. Each type has a different cause, which means the treatment may also be different. Okay? So today, we're simply learning that these different types exist because our focus is understanding where sickle cell disease fits, right? So, where does sickle cell disease fit? Sickle cell disease is a type of hemolytic anemia. Healthy red blood cells usually live about 120 days. However, sickle red blood cells usually survive only 10 to 20 days, right? That's a big difference between 120 to 10, from 10 to 20 days, right? Now, because they break down so quickly, the body can't replace them fast enough, unfortunately. As a result, people living with sickle cell disease almost always have chronic anemia, like my daughter. This does not mean that everyone with anemia has sickle cell disease, though, okay? It does not mean that everyone with anemia has sickle cell disease. But it does mean that everyone living with sickle cell disease has anemia. Understand this difference will help you better understand your child lab results. Please ask better questions during clinic visits and feel more confident as a caregiver, right? So let's quickly review what we learned today. Today we learned anemia is a condition, not a disease. Anemia happens when the body doesn't have enough healthy red blood cells or healthy hemoglobin to carry oxygen throughout the body. There are many types of anemia, right? Sickle cell disease is one type of hemolytic anemia because red blood cells are destroyed faster than the body can replace them. All right? So, now, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope this lesson helped you better understand what anemia is and how it relates to sickle cell disease. Now, if you found this lesson helpful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with another parent, caregiver, family member, teacher, or healthcare professional. All right? I'd love to hear from you in the comments, right? What was the most helpful thing you learned in today's lesson? Remember, knowledge builds confidence. Together we can educate. Together we support. And together we give hope. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in lesson number 3. Bye.